Greetings of the day, student. I, Asmita Patil, welcome you all to Chapter 6, Yield Management. In this particular chapter, we are going to learn about the concept and importance of yield management, application of yield management to front office, measuring yield, and benefits of yield management. Definition of yield. Yield is the revenue generated per statistical unit. Yield management. Yield management is the process of understanding, anticipating, and influencing consumer behavior in order to maximize revenue from a fixed perishable resource, that is, hotel rooms. Yield management is a tool to maximize the yield of a hotel. Measuring yield is one of the various techniques employed by hotels to evaluate the performance of their business. Concept of yield management. Yield management was introduced by airline industry. A guest room is one of the highly perishable products of the hospitality sector. If a room is not sold on a particular day, the entire potential revenue that could be generated from it is lost forever. Hotels have come to realize that mere volume sales do not generate the desired revenue and that they have to think of quality deals in terms of revenue generated per sale. Their focus is shifting from high volume reservations to high profit reservations. To maximize the revenue generated from rooms, hotels now sell their rooms at varying prices. Yield management is composed of a set of demand forecasting techniques which are used to determine whether the room rates should be raised or lowered and whether a reservation should be accepted or rejected in order to maximize revenue. Thus, we can define yield management in the hospitality industry as a technique based on the principle of demand and supply used to maximize the revenue generation of any hotel by lowering prices to increase sales during off-season and raising the prices during peak seasons. Application of yield management to front office department. Capacity management. Capacity management involves various methods of controlling and limiting. Hotels will typically accept a statistically supported number of reservations in excess of the actual number of rooms available in an attempt to offset the potential impact of early checkouts, cancellations, and more. Capacity management, also called selective overbooking, balances the risk of overselling guest rooms against the potential loss of revenue arising from rooms rooms going unoccupied after the hotel stops taking reservations for a given day. Other forms of capacity management includes determining how many walk-ins to accept on the day of arrival, given projected cancellation, no-shows, and early departure. Capacity management strategies usually vary by room type. That is, it might be economically advantageous to overbook more rooms in the low price categories because upgrading to higher price rooms is an acceptable solution to an oversell problem. The amount of such overbookings depend, of course, on the level of demand for the higher price. The risk in overbooking should be clearly understood. It is generally better to have some rooms vacant at the end of the hotel day than to walk guests to other hotels. Walking guests leads to guest dissatisfaction. Guests will change hotels or brands if overbooking relocates them too often. In addition, hotel management must be aware of how local laws interpret overbooking. Discount allocation. Discount allocation involves restricting the time period and product mix available at reduced or discounted rates. For each discounted room type, reservations are requested at various available rates, each set below rack rate. The theory is that the sale of a perishable item at a reduced room rate is often better than no sale at all. The primary objective of discount allocation is to protect enough remaining room at a higher rate to satisfy the projected demand for room at the rate, while at the same time filling rooms that would otherwise have remained unsold. This process is repeated for each rate level from rack rate down as demand indicates. Implementing such a scheme requires a reliable mechanism for demand forecasting. A second objective of limiting discounts by room type is to encourage upselling. In upselling, a reservation agent or a front desk agent attempts to place a guest in a higher rated room. This technique requires a reliable estimate of price elasticity. If a small increase in price produces a dramatic drop in demand, the market is said to be price elastic. If a small increase in price produces little or no effect on demand, the market is said to be price inelastic. Duration control. Duration control places time constraint on accepting reservations to protect sufficient space for multi-day requests, representing higher levels of revenue. This means that under revenue management, a reservation for a one-night stay may be rejected even though space is available for that night. For example, if Wednesday is close to selling out but adjacent nights are not, a hotel may want to optimize its revenue potential for the last few remaining rooms on Wednesday by requiring multi-day stays, even at a discounted rate, rather than accepting reservations for Wednesday only. Similarly, if the hotel is projected to be close to capacity, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, accepting a one-night stay during any of those days may be determined to the hotel's overall room revenue, since it may block occupancy on the other day. Hotels facing such situations may require that guests wishing to reserve rooms during projected full occupancy periods make reservations for more than one night. Duration control is a common technique that resorts use during peak periods like Christmas, New Year, etc. Measuring yield. There are various formulas with which you can measure the yield. Potential average single day, and the formula is single room revenue at rack rate divided by number of rooms sold as single. Potential average double rate is equal to double room revenue at rack rate divided by number of rooms sold as double. Occupancy percentage. is equal to number of rooms sold to more than one person divided by total number of rooms sold. Rate spread is equal to potential average double rate minus potential average single rate. Potential average rate is equal to multiple occupancy into rate spread bracket complete plus potential average single rate. Room rate achievement factor is equal to actual average rate divided by potential average rate. Statics is equal to actual room revenue divided by potential room revenue. Rate bar, the full form is revenue per available room, is equal to actual room revenue divided by number of available rooms. Identical yields is equal to current occupancy percentage into current average rate divided by proposed average rate. Equivalent occupancy is equal to current occupancy percentage into current contribution margin divided by new contribution margin. Benefits of yield management. There are a lot of benefits associated with the use of yield management in the hospitality sector, especially in hotels. These benefits include the following: improved forecasting. Revenue management helps improve forecasting. The definition of forecasting is to foresee the future. Improves seasonal pricing and inventory decisions. It helps in deciding the season and off-season pricing for accommodation products and also in making important inventory decisions like renovation. Identification of new market segments, identification of market segment demands, and enhanced coordination between front office and sales department. Let's see some more benefits of yield management. Determination of discounting activities, establishment of value-based rate structure, and improved development of business plans. Thank you so much, students.